Hi again, everybody. Bill Phillips here on a Thursday. The weekend's right here, right in our face, getting ready to go. And that means there's a big event going on at the Steubenville YMCA, the St. John Arena YMCA. Juvenile Task Force is holding an event, and it is going to be an event that has, if you can think of it, you're probably going to get to do it at this event on Sunday. It's one of those events where everybody's excited about it. Everybody wants to know about it. So we have some special guests here. We talked about this a few weeks ago. And we talked about coming back, circling back around, reminding everybody what's going on. We have Jamie Dent from Juvenile Task Force. We have business owner Ralph Petrella, also who's also involved in this event as a concerned citizen, as a business owner looking to help out. So we have a lot going on. So we'll start there with the Juvenile Task Force event. And Marcus, you're falling?
Yes. You did it.
Yes, I got it right because I couldn't seem to get that last time.
The task force part right too.
Yeah, it only after 75 times, I'm going to get it right. So you've got the Juvenile Task Force, and I'm reading off of the flyer here, teaming up with Marcus Mafalling, along with local wellness and fitness professionals. Cine Gym over in Follinsby, the Blue Wave Center. Correct?
That is correct.
That is correct.
I'm also a mentor as a part of the task force as well. So,
okay.
For our youth, mentor them, talk to them, hype them up.
Yeah.
Get better.
All right. We'll get to that.
Yeah. I feel
all right. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So November 24th, that's this Sunday at the YMCA in Steubenville, the former St. John Arena. For some reason you don't know, and you say, hey, Graham, who am I talking about here? Well, it's going to be the St. John Arena. That's what everyone knows it about. So it's a free event. And want to remind everybody that children, adults, both welcome. Everybody can come. The message is something we're looking forward to hearing about. And the thing is, if you go, just for going to be a part of this event, 2 free weeks at the YMCA. So that's one thing. But there's going to be a lot of other activities, not just Marcus talking, but he is the focal point in terms of what he's going to be talking about. And Jamie, we talked about this last time. It's a message that's critical to the youth in the Valley, but also for the parents to hear it as well. So can you fill us in a little bit on what he's going to talk about, what energy he's going to bring?
Yeah, so Marcus will be talking about, what are you going to do when something goes wrong in your life? What's your plan B? There's always going to be something else, but also knowing that you're not alone in what is happening with you. And the focal point is overcoming adversity. Mm-hmm. And the energy Marcus has brought to the kids has been incredible. The reaction that we got was amazing. Even with the staff at all the schools and the task force, he made an impact. So I think the energy levels are going to be high. I think emotions are going to be high, and it's going to be great.
What makes him, how does he make it special in terms of getting out, getting involved, and getting the kids or the young adults to buy in? Because sometimes you'll go, okay, show me what you got. Mm-hmm. What do you have? I'm a 17-year-old. Why am I here? Okay, my buddy brought me along. My mom's making me go. Show me. So how does he do that? Because you know that there's kids out there like that. I remember going to a few things. All right, here we go. But then they grab you. What's he do that grabs people?
I think it's just the realness of his story. I think it's just him being real about what he went through and being open and honest about it. He overcame an addiction and he persevered from it, and now he's helping as many people as he can. But the honest reaction from kids that I got one-on-one was that they loved that he was able to sit there and be honest and talk about real things, so that kids knew, like, hey, I'm not alone. I do have somebody to talk to.
Well, somebody to talk to could be someone like Ralph, who, as he mentioned just a brief time ago, is going to be a mentor for some of the people that attend. And I've seen you close up at your gym, where your own business over in Follinsby, and I've seen you work with young adults, with teenagers, and just, hey, what's going on? And not only, okay, we're here to lift weights, we're here to get fit, but it's a mental prep as well. So how important is this event to you, and what you try and do with the youth of the community?
It's very important. I think Marcus being able to connect with the youth and be able to have them see themselves in him is really important. That's what I kind of want to bring to the table as well through our mentorship. And that's, what you see at the gym as we we really connect with our kids. And I think once there's a genuine connection in the youth, then they respect you. They want to hear your story. They want to hear your vulnerability. But you have to find a way to connect with them. And that's the biggest thing. And I think that's where this event is so important for so many facets. There's going to be so many opportunities to connect with people, not just Marcus, but mental health experts, fitness experts, wellness experts in the community that are going to be there. And they are also tools that are readily available for our youth that might be underutilized. I don't think that people think of yoga and breath work and the gym as mental health tools, but they're huge, huge antidepressants, and they're huge for our youth, creating discipline and creating organization.
The mental health, you hear about it all the time. Are we in this country in a mental health crisis, especially with teenagers, young adults?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think that ever since COVID hit, it's even gotten worse. I know I notice it in my day to day how increasingly worse I got. I mean, kids are attached to the phone, they're attached to social media. They're getting more lazy. More kids are quitting sports. They're not wanting to do the physical activity. Then there's all of the comparisons on social media. Oh, I got to look like this. I got to do this. I got to buy this if I don't have this. And then all the bullying that's been happening because kids just don't have anything better to do, it seems. So I think, yeah, like mental health has been the number one issue in most of what we're going through every day.
Have you experienced that in your line of work where maybe there's not as many kids that are willing to put themselves through the hard workout, the physical activities, as you mentioned, and you mentioned that that's a real big part of having mental health, having physical health as well?
So in my opinion, we're in a comfort crisis. We start seeking comfort, right? We doom scroll so we don't have to be in our reality. We want the easy things. And when you do the hard things and make the hard choices, everything else is a little bit easier. So when you overly make things too convenient, right? You don't do the hard workouts, you don't eat right because you're picking up McDonald's and things, and those are interacting with your body and creating chemicals in your body that might be detrimental to you and to your mental health. Is a big issue. So when you do hard things, when you train, when you meditate, when you pray, whatever it might be, those difficult things are going to set you up for a better mental health.
All right. So I'm going to ask you this. If you're creating, I like Oreo cookies. If you're creating bad chemicals in your body with Oreo cookies, which I don't think that's true. That's just me. But
Okay.
but if you what chemicals are you creating when you do go through a hard workout, when you do yoga, when you do the hard things? What chemicals are released in your body that, and especially with teenagers, hormones are running crazy in teenagers as everyone's growing and developing, and it's like, okay, I'm not sure which ends up because I've got all these different signals coming into me, and my brain is trying to go through them, and I've got these hormones that are going, hey now. And so what chemicals and things are reacting in there? So
when you eat that Oreo that tastes so good and it makes you happy, you get a flood of dopamine, right?
Okay.
And then you need another hit of dopamine when you doom scroll.
That's when I get the second Oreo.
Yeah, and the second sleeve and the second.
No sleeves, no sleeves.
You,
maybe some people. Yeah.
Pops.
What if I did some milk with it?
So now if you do curls, if we do some curls instead,
okay,
our muscles are going to secrete the same dopamine. They're going to create serotonin. They're going to create the happy hormones that also make you feel good and make you feel validated. So that Oreo is like, ooh, this Oreo makes me happy. Happiness makes me feel validated. When I do a hard workout and I overcome adversity, and when I do an ice plunge, I'm going to get the same happy hormones, the same dopamine hit as I would from that Oreo. So it's choosing your hard. Do you want to have the dependency on Oreos for your happiness, or do you want to create your own happiness through your hard work?
Can I have both?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just balance, right? I have to find a balance. I have to find a balance. Yeah. Okay.
Balance,
all right. I don't even want to talk about that ice tub thing you just mentioned. That just sounds frightful.
Oh, it's amazing.
I've done one of those, and it did feel really good afterwards. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Dopamine.
I'm not sure I want to do it again.
Sauna. Again, some people the sauna, right? Some people, it's a jujitsu practice.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, it's crocheting or knitting.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be physical, but it has to be structured and disciplined.
Okay. Jamie, so tell me how this is going to lay out for the event on Sunday, and that's 5 to 7 at the YMCA in Steubenville. 5 to 7. It is free. It is free to everybody. You show up, you get in, and you also get 2 weeks of free membership. And there's door prizes if you want to win a 2-night stay at a B&B near Salt Fork out near the lake, and you get back to nature and enjoy that. Release some chemicals. Just go, oh, look at the sunset. That makes you feel good. That absolutely
100%.
So how will this be laid out in terms of the day of events for those couple of hours? What are the kids, young adults going to be able to do while they're there, as well as listening to Marcus?
Yeah, so Marcus will do an hour presentation for all the adults. Some kids even may be participating in that as well, but we're trying to focus more on the parents, the teachers, the educators, anything like that. But while Marcus is speaking to the adults, we're going to have wellness vendors set up, such as Ralph, and we have 5 other places as well. And they will be doing instruction, demonstration. They will be educating on what they do. Compass Breathwork is going to be there, and she is going to do 2 30-minute classes for the kids so they can have an introduction of what that's like. Mm-hmm. One will be done while Marcus is speaking, and then the other one will be done in the last hour. After Marcus is done talking, we plan on him playing some pickleball, dodgeball with the kids. Groovy Drinks is going to be there selling some coffee drinks, some fun drinks. And then all of the task force will be there with our setups of information and resources as well for the parents and the kids.
How important is it for the task force to make a connection with the kids? You want to make the connection so you can check in with them, and how, if you do make a connection and it becomes a solid connection, how important is that in terms of a child's success as they move forward in terms of overcoming those hurdles that they may be faced with?
Yeah, so I mean, the task force is comprised of people that deal with the youth on a daily basis, especially our law enforcement. And it's funny that you say that, because I think of what Ralph's been telling me the whole time, and it's that, like, the kids are seeing the task force as law enforcement and the court, but we want them to see that, like, we're beyond that. We're not just the people that carry the handcuffs, the gun, the badge. We actually are real people that feel real things. And, like, I hope that one of those kids saw me tear up at one of those presentations, because I want them to know that, like, I'm not just here to arrest you when you do bad things. I'm here and I have a story too, and I'm impacted by this, and I want to help you. And then I want them to see me in the grocery store on my own time and be able to be like, oh, that's that girl that brought in Marcus. And, there just needs to be a different connection, almost like community policing, but without all of the uniform. And I think it's important that kids know that we're not always there to, quote, hurt them, but we are there to help them. And that is what our intentions are. Tell
me about because I know the Juvenile Task Force is putting this on. It's a lot of entities, and tell me about, are there some businesses, or specific people maybe in the community that have stepped up to help make this happen? Who are some of the, what are some of the people, we hear Juvenile Task Force, we hear about Marcus. Who else is involved to make this all happen? Because I would imagine you have to have plenty of support to do something like this.
I mean, the businesses that have contributed to this to get door prizes in so we can get people in have been plentiful. There's some people, I had to, like, kind of cut it off at one point, because I'm like, okay, we're good. But we went to all the mom and pop businesses in the community.
Local. We're not going to the big, not that there's anything wrong with the big box store, but it's the local people that live here.
Because those are the people with the families and the kids that are supporting the schools and that we're living next to. And I want those people that shop there and their families and their workers, I want them there at this event. And they all have been very generous in giving gift cards, gifts. It's been incredible. I don't know. Do you want me to list all of them?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Can I get my phone out?
Sure.
Because I don't want to miss it.
Well, while you're getting your phone out, listen to that, Ralph, let me ask you this. You're a local business owner, and you deal with youth, you deal with adults, you deal with all of it. What type of impact can this have long-term on the community? some people think, it's a 2-hour deal. It's going to be over in a few minutes, and everybody's going to go home and put their feet up. And, yeah, okay, it was a 2-hour event. As you look at it, and you're looking at it for, as a businessman, as someone that lives here, someone that was raised here, in terms of Steubenville or Jefferson County, because that's where it's going to be held. What does this mean, do you think, for the long-term success of this area, not only for the kids and the adults, but the area in general we all live in?
Yeah, in my opinion, this could create a generational change, right? This one impactful moment can reach enough of our youth to show them that they can break the cycle, that they can step up, that they can do big things, that they can change their stars. I grew up in a single parent house. So seeing people excel in positions was really important to me. So when I heard those stories, I knew that I could reach beyond just a mill worker's son, just a blue collar person's son, and achieve really big things. And I think this could create generational change.
I don't know if you know this, but Ralph kind of inspired the message this year with this.
I did not know that.
Yes, he did. We're like a year apart, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We both went to Steubenville schools. We both went to West Liberty
Mm-hmm.
together. We never spoke, but we were friends on Facebook, obviously, because we had mutual friends. And he bravely put his testimony out there about his own mental health and overcoming adversity in his own life. And I just immediately felt a connection to him because his story was similar to mine.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went to the task force meeting after that, I told him, I was like, I just feel like I need this inspiration and I need you to be a part of this. So yeah, he was a big drive on what actually the topic was this year for the task force.
And how long did it take you to accept on that?
Her invitation immediately.
Yeah.
I wanted to be able to help as many kids not feel what I was feeling. It's hard for young men.
Mm-hmm.
I think men are in we talk about mental health crisis.
Mm-hmm.
I think men's mental health is in a crisis because for generations we're told that, hey, shut up. You don't have feelings. Go to war.
Don't cry.
Don't cry. Right.
Sign of weakness.
It is. It's not though. It's a sign of strength to be able to cry. And overcoming that. And I'm a big guy. I'm a strong guy. But those were moments of loneliness and hard times that I would be remiss if I didn't say I had a tribe to help get me through it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's important. It's important to know that you have a tribe. For these kids to know, like, hey, you have people that have been through this and been around it and can help you through it. And that's really, really important.
And I think the one thing that maybe some of the kids or people don't realize is you don't have to know that mentor. You don't have to know. You may not know that person right now. It may be someone that you meet at the gym or you meet at the library or you meet at a game, and it's like, okay, I kind of connect with this person. I don't know why they're in my life all of a sudden, but they're giving me some of that help that I need, and they don't even realize it. And you mentioned single parent household. It's a situation where there's going to be some kids that there is a no parent household. There might be a body in terms of a person there that is that's supposed to be mom or dad, but it may be the child or the teenagers almost really on their own. Mm-hmm. So who are some of the people that we were talking about, your list, that tribe that Ralph just talked about? Who are some of the people in this tribe that are making this happen to give the kids that support?
As far as the task force concerned, it's the juvenile court, the prosecutor's office, the health department, the sheriff's office, Ohio BCI is involved, the Ohio State Patrol, all local law enforcement is involved, the Prevention and Recovery Board, the Alive Shelter, the Child Place Advocacy Center. I think that's pretty much it. I always feel like I'm going to forget somebody. But as far as the businesses that have came in to support this, obviously Cena Wellness, Compass Breathwork, Empowered Yoga, Eastern Ohio Speed and Agility Academy, the Academy of Taekwondo in Wintersville with Mr. and Mrs. Littlejohn, and I'm missing somebody. Who am I missing?
Wellness.
Yes, Rooted Wellness. And then as far as donations in all the local communities, we have Total Sports Connection giving a $100 gift card. Mossy's Funeral Home is generously giving a Christmas tree for Christmas. They're also donating a basket for the kids full of fun gift cards for the Christmas season. Michelle Romey has donated a family photo session for the holidays. We have a round of golf donated at Spring Hills Golf Course, with 7 Ranges has given free bowling for, I think, an hour or so. We have a 4-person inflatable raft that was donated by Rooted Wellness. Roman House of Beauty, Iggy's of Toronto, Marikai Maid Boutique, McConnell's Market, Touch of Elegance, Legal Hair, Fresh Twist, Frolics Classic Corner, Exquisite Creations by Joel, Country Crafts from the Heart, M&M Hardware, Shorak Funeral Home, and Halo Salon. They've all donated. So this has been
that's fantastic.
Yes, and a lot of these places, when I went there and spoke to these people, it was nice that they had already heard about this, and I didn't have to explain, because like, oh, is that guy? And I'm like, yeah, it is.
That's great. That's great. I mean, and you mentioned there's a lot of people getting involved in helping out. And again, want to remind everybody, the Juvenile Task Force with Marcus McFarling, who's going to be the speaker, and along with local wellness and fitness professionals. Before we go any further, Marcus, just his background real quick. I remember we talked about it the first time. Just, someone might say, okay, who's Marcus? Where's he from? Why is he the speaker?
Yeah, he's originally from Seaside, California. That's where he grew up. But his path with football led him to the Canton, Ohio area. He ended up at Malone College playing football. He ended up getting drafted into the NFL. His career was short-lived, but he decided to relocate back to Canton, where he went to college, and that's where his family is now. And that's where he started his Reach One program to help kids in the community.
Okay. Well, one of the people that always helps us is Mike Biasi from Valley Converting. They are a sponsor for the 9-Minute Phill-Up, and we want to hear from them now.
Every piece of paper has a story. What if that story didn't end when you were done with it?
At Valley Converting, we turn your old paper products into recycled paperboard, continuing the story.
Locally owned and operated in Toronto, Ohio, bringing your paper to Valley Converting isn't just about recycling.
It's about supporting a cleaner, greener future for all of us.
We are here 5 days a week to help you make some green by going green.
And remember,
recycle for your future.
Thank everybody from Valley Converting for all of their help with the 9-Minute Phill-Up. They do a great job. If you have any recycling paper products that you need to recycle, make sure you get in touch with them. And as we wrap things up, want to mention again the Juvenile Task Force teaming up with Marcus McFarling, along with local wellness and fitness professionals, this Sunday from 5 to 7. It's a free event. It's free for everybody: kids, teenagers, moms, dads, grandmas, grandparents, great-grandmas, great-grandparents, uncles, aunts, whoever you want to bring them, because it's going to help everybody. That's the goal of what's going to happen. And if you go, just for going, just how good a deal is this? Just for going, you get 2 weeks free at the YMCA. So you've got everything. You get the machines, you get the weights, you've got the gym, you've got pickleball, you got basketball, you can play soccer inside, all kinds of stuff. So it's a great event, and looking forward to it. And that's going to be Sunday coming up, and not to, I'm not trying to spoil anything, but I know there's a lot of people involved, and you talk about the community and caring about the community, and I don't know if I'm letting the cat out of the bag, and maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, but there might be some big news from you coming up in the near future in terms of looking to help your community, not just as a business owner, but getting involved a little bit more.
Yeah. This year I'll be running for mayor of Steubenville.
Okay.
I'm very excited for the opportunity to help our community. It's something I feel very called to do. It's something that I believe my strengths are really, really suited for, and I'm excited for the opportunity to help our community at a different capacity.
All right. Well, we're going to have you back. We'll have to have a conversation about that, and because we'll talk to all the candidates, everybody that's going to run. Hey, 9-minute Phill-Up. Let's go. We can talk some politics, talk about the future, see what's going to happen. And so congratulations to you on your decision to jump into that.
Thank you.
You got a lot going on.
I like to be busy, but I think that is it's a great example of set. When we are busy and we are active, others can kind of follow our lead, and we can roll forward and encourage hope that tomorrow is going to be better.
And as busy as you are, and as busy as you may be, Jamie's even more busy.
100%.
I mean, every time we talk, well, I got this, I'm running here, I got to do this, I got to do that. Final thoughts on this weekend's event as we wrap things up. Just what people should expect, or whatever you want to say about the event coming up.
Yeah, well, before I forget, the first 50 people in to listen to Marcus do get an extra 3 free tickets for the raffle drawings for the door prizes. So I don't want to forget to say that, because everybody, when they come in, they only get 1.
Producer extraordinaire Jordan, we need to remember to grab those tickets so we can win some door prizes.
And I mean, I'm just excited. We did this last year, and when you start things off, you kind of just have to learn. What did you do wrong? What did you do right? And it wasn't what we expected. But this year, just the impact so far before this event has been so changing and incredible. And the backing of the community has been so incredible that I just expect such an amazing feeling to walk into those doors on Sunday. And I just hope that everyone can make it despite it being the holidays. I think it's no better time than to get a message like that and get free stuff than right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much. Thank you both. Jamie, Ralph, thank you very much for coming today. And we have, again, mentioning the Juvenile Task Force event with Marcus Pauling coming up. It's going to working on how you get over obstacles in your own life, mental health. There's going to be a lot of local professionals there that can help you with health. Wherever I want to go, physical and mental activities to make sure you're the best person that you can be moving forward. So there's going to be a lot of people to talk to. It's from 5 to 7, Sunday, the 24th, in case you want it, and it's at the Steubenville YMCA, formerly St. John Arena. So, make sure you can tune out. It's going to be a great event. I'm looking forward to seeing how it all shakes out as well. So I'm sure News 9 will be covering that as well. So we're looking forward to that. And again, Jamie, thank you. And thank you, Ralph, for coming. Wish you both a very happy Thanksgiving and a very happy and healthy holiday season as well. So enjoy the holidays and have a great event on Sunday. But we are all out of time on this edition of the 9-Minute Phill-Up, which normally goes about an hour and a half. Until next time, everybody, remember the 2 rules. These are the most important things we can say. Have fun and always try your best. Until next time, everybody, thank you. Thank you for being here. Again, Jamie and Ralph, thank you for being here. We'll see you both soon. Have a great day, everybody.